Hello, students. Hope everyone is fine and safe. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to my new video. And today's video is about tell me about yourself. Each and every one of you know the importance of this particular question in the interview. Tell me about yourself. And in this video, you're going to see a lot of new techniques and examples of how to approach this particular question. So come, let's watch the video. So when it comes to tell about yourself, you'll have a lot of myths and doubts in how to approach this particular question. You'll have a lot of questions inside you. How to greet, whether I have to say my academic scores, how to start, how long I should speak, in which order I should speak, whether I have to mention my weakness, whether I have to explain all the project's explanation, whether I have to mention my hobbies, and doubts regarding your body language. Believe me, students, you're going to find answers for all these doubts in this particular video. So before answering this question, you have to know why this question is asked, even though they have your resume with them. If you feel this question is asked to know about yourself, then surely you're wrong. This question is asked only for two reasons: to know your attitude towards work and to know how good you are for this particular job. And believe me, students, each and every interviewer know that you're really good. Because only if you're good, you would have reached the final round of interview. And this question is asked to know how good you are really for this particular job. And it's very important that you have to create an impression that you're really good among the 50 students who is going to attend the interview. So how should I create that impression? And you have to understand one particular thing. Interview is not about giving right answers and getting selected. It's all about how you impress that particular person, how you create that impression. That is very, very important. You can create that impression by two things: how you speak and body language. Yes, my dear students, how you speak is very, very important rather than what you speak. And also, your body language plays a vital role in creating that impression. The way you sit, the way you answer, eye contact, the smile on your face, each and everything is very important to create that impression. Believe me, students, I have 7 years of experience as a placement coordinator. And I come across many students stating that the interviewer didn't ask me anything. He just asked me, tell about yourself, and didn't even ask any question. And some students have said, only one question was asked and I have answered that particular question. And most of the students would have not cleared that particular interview. That's because they have failed to create that impression. Understand one particular thing, students. Your interview flow is completely depends upon the first 3 to 4 minutes of impression which you create with the HR. And that is why this particular question, tell me about yourself, is very, very important question in any interview. You can easily create that impression if you answer this question in a very beautiful manner. And you have to follow a lot of things to create that impression. And now we will see how to answer this particular question, tell me about yourself. I would recommend you people to use this particular template when you prepare for this question. You can start with greeting, but you have to be very sure that you're not fumbling between good evening, good afternoon, and good morning. You can use good morning before 12 noon, and you can use good afternoon between 12 noon to 4:30 p.m. and good evening after 4:30 p.m. And then you can thank the HR for giving the opportunity to introduce yourself. You can use phrases like, thank you very much for giving me this wonderful opportunity to introduce myself, or it's my pleasure to introduce myself. Like that, you can use any phrases. This will create a very good impression with the HR. And then you can say your name and where are you from. You can use phrases like, I am Prasanna, I am from Virpram, or my name is Prasanna, like that. Don't use myself. And then you can speak about your educational qualification. You can start with degree and then your 12th and 10th standard. I would recommend not to mention your scores or percentage when you speak about your educational qualification. Then you can speak about your paper presentation and projects you have done. I would recommend the title and description of the project is more than enough. You don't want to explain the complete project here. And then you can speak about your achievements. And when you speak about achievements, you have to be passionate about yourself. There should be a voice modulation whenever you speak about your achievements. And then you can speak about your strength. And when you speak about your strength, you can use a lot of adjectives like hardworking, optimistic, versatile, easygoing, etc. And whenever you use such adjective, it will be great if you could relate those adjectives with your explanations. And then you can speak about your hobbies. And I would recommend not to spend more time in explaining your hobbies. You can just say what is your hobby, and if you have any documents to show that, you can present that particular document. And then you can speak about your family, and then you can conclude with a proper conclusion. And this tell me about yourself will create a good impression with the HR if you follow all these things. And the very important point is you have to complete within 3 to 4 minutes. 3 minutes is more than enough, and at max 4 minutes is it's the maximum. Don't cross more than 4 minutes. It will not create a very good impression. So now we will see two examples so that you can understand practically how to answer this particular question. So example 1. Tell me about yourself. Good evening, sir. I am Prasanna from Virpuram. I am pursuing electronics and communication engineering in XY Engineering College, and I completed my schooling in XY International School. I have presented many papers in various conferences and symposiums. I have done a mini project titled XY. I have won the first prize in the project competition. I am an optimistic person. My hobbies are drawing and doing craft works, and we are 4 in our family. My mother is a homemaker, and my father is a farmer, and my brother is pursuing engineering. Thank you very much. And if you feel this tell me about yourself is good, then surely you're wrong. This may be good, but it will not definitely create that impression which we are speaking about. So, what are the drawbacks we could see in this tell me about yourself? There's no confidence and no enthusiasm, and there is no voice modulation. He sounded like a robot, right from good evening till thank you very much, everything is same. There is no examples to support the adjectives, and there is no proper conclusion. And believe me, students, more than 40 students out of 50 gonna speak the same way, and each and every one of you will think that they have given the best answer for this tell me about yourself. So definitely not. You have to create that impression which we are talking about. So let me give you another example with the same content, how to deliver it in a very beautiful manner. So you'll see the example 2. Very good evening, sir. It's my pleasure to introduce myself. I am Prasanna from Virpuram. I am pursuing electronics and communication engineering in XY Engineering College, and I have completed my schooling in XY International School. I am proud to say I am the student of XY Engineering College, since my college have played a significant role in making me a successful professional. I have presented many papers in conferences and symposiums. I would describe myself as a hardworking and self-motivated person. My first presentation during my second year was a real inspiration for me, which motivated to participate in various events in these 4 years, since it was the first time I presented paper in front of 500 members. I have done a mini project titled XY. The main objective of the project is to monitor movements of animals using motion sensor. I always enjoy working with a team, and I have a strong belief in teamwork. It's because of our teamwork we won the first prize in project competition. My hobbies are drawing and doing craft works, and you can see my work in student profile. To speak about my family, we are 4 in number. My mother is a homemaker, and my father is a farmer, and my brother is pursuing engineering. My father is the real motivator for me for the dedication and hard work. Being a farmer, he never had second thought in making me a successful engineer. This is the brief summary about me, and I really thank you for giving this wonderful opportunity to speak about myself. And I really appreciate your patience in listening to me. Thank you very much. And now you can understand the difference between the two tell me about yourself, which we saw right now. And you can see a lot of enthusiasm and passion in example 2. And you can see the confidence and voice modulation in example 2. You have to be really passionate when you speak about your achievements. And similarly, whenever you use adjectives, you have to relate that adjective with your explanation. And in example 2, you can see that he has mentioned hardworking, self-motivated, and he have justified that. And you can also see that he has mentioned as a team player, and he has justified that. And moreover, you can see a very good conclusion. All this will definitely create a good impression, which was failed to create in the first example. Speak with confidence, sound enthusiastic, and at the same time, don't pompous yourself as a leader. I have achieved this, that, like that. Always project yourself as a good team player. And I believe, students, this video would have given you enough confidence to answer this particular question. Tell me about yourself. You can ask all your doubts, and your comments are also most welcome for this particular video. Subscribe, Passionate Professor, and keep learning. Thank you very much.